My name is Mike and I'm from Canton, Ohio. I've been with the company about 3 years now. Before coming to HIS, I actually had no prior insurance sales experience. I basically was brand new to the insurance industry. Gosh, I worked a few jobs at some retail clothing outlets where I was making like $9 an hour. No commission, no upside, no chance for advancement. I first off didn't think that I was going to be able to make the type of money that I'm making now as early as what I am. I mean, I'm a young guy. I started when I was 23 years old. I'm 26 now. Again, I didn't have any prior sales experience in the insurance industry. I did not realize that I'd be where I'm at today, and the fact that I have a chance to get even further and also help other people become leaders. I gotta say that's probably my favorite thing now, is helping other people be successful and really being able to live that American dream that everybody talks about. I ended up, making well over $2,000 in commissions my very first week. I'm telling you, that says a lot about the training system. I'm a regular guy. I got average grades in school and actually a little bit below average grades in school. So that should say enough about the training system at Howe Insurance Services. I believe we have a world-class system for training people, whether they're an insurance agent already or they don't have any experience in the insurance industry. Our career at Howe Insurance Services absolutely changed my life. I believe it could do it for anybody that's willing to put their head down, really work hard. But you gotta have a passion, you gotta be excited about it, you gotta feel like you're waking up in the morning and doing something for people, but also for yourself. Take a chance. Dip your toes in the water. I mean, jump in, see what everybody's talking about. This is a fantastic opportunity for people that are looking to do really well, but try it out. Come and feel the environment, the energy that surrounds this company. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Hi, my name is Dawn. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I've been with Howe Insurance Services since January, which is about a little over 6 months now. This is actually my first sales position. I've been a manager basically my whole life, and I've also been on salary for probably the last 25 years. So this was did a lot of praying before I went into straight commission. Had a lot of support from my husband, and we really kind of decided that we were doing fairly well. We've been taking care of our bills and taking our annual vacations and things like that, but I was like, if we want to get any further along in our life, we're going to have to make some changes. Definitely the scheduling is very, very nice. I've been in retail management a long time, and also in the fast food industry. I was a district manager, working lots of hours, never really in control of your own schedule. So now my husband and I are both home every evening together, and now that it's summer, we can grill out and walk our puppy and all those kind of fun things and enjoy our life. I haven't had to work any weekends yet, so that's been very nice too. So I think the scheduling and the work-life balance has been the most important thing for me as well. I told my husband, it's this life insurance company, and he's like, what are you talking about? Life insurance? I can't picture you talking about death all day. You're a very positive, upbeat person. And I said, well, I really couldn't have either, but when I spoke with him on the phone, it was intriguing, and I just want to see what it's like. So I went to, did a ride-along, and after that day, I was completely hooked. My upline is, his name is Brent. He's been in the insurance industry quite a while. And he made it seem so easy, the training. There's a lot of on-the-job training, and there's tons of support once you get into the field. You never feel like if you're in a home or on an appointment that you couldn't find an answer if you don't know what the answer is. There's plenty of resources available for you, and that really allows you to be yourself and get out there and make those calls and know that, oh my goodness, I've never sold insurance before. What if I get out there and they ask me something I don't know? Or if I'm going through a policy and I have no idea exactly what I'm looking at, you always have a resource available, and that's so important. And you can grow and learn every day on your level. You have such a support group here. It's almost impossible to fail unless you choose to. The system that's in place They will help you every step of the way. Don't be afraid to do it. I've been on salary my whole life, and I'm making much more money in much less time than I ever have.
I'm from LaGrange, Ohio. I've been with HIS now for exactly 2 weeks. As things progress into the future, it's simple to see the growth potentials out there. You know, from just a couple days in the field, getting yields right off the bat, you know, it's just blatantly evident that the more you put into it, the better the yields are going to be successful. In the past, I've done a lot of things. My education is actually in marketing and broadcasting, and I've been doing that part-time for the last 25 years. I've built and sold tow trucks for 17 years. The experience so far here at HIS with just the team building and the conference calls and the way that they get behind you is just, you can't explain the importance of that. As a newbie coming in, just the excitement that's created on the conference calls makes you want to you're chomping at the bit to get started. Here it's been from the very beginning, hey, let's get behind you, hey, let's try this, you know, try this, let's build you from the bottom up and really support you, and that's really been just incredible to experience. I just came from an industry that shut down outside of my own control, you know, and you kind of beat yourself up for for a month or two or three, and you think, wow, what happened? Why did that happen? You know, but just around the corner, there's another chance for you, you know. And coming in as a newbie in this business, I can see that it won't be long through some hard work and the training and the way that you guys get behind us here at HIS. Can rebuild that in just a small amount of time. Working for the corporate monster, as you might want to say, was really a detriment that I didn't really care for. You know, there was a lot of negativity in previous positions, and you always wanted to excel and to increase yourself and even your own personal bottom line, but you always seem to bump your head in certain places, you know, almost like a cat to you. You know, but here you have the possibility of doing whatever you want to do at your own pace, and your pay scale is directly up to you. However much you want to put into it is exactly what you're going to get out of it, and I like that. The more you get involved, the more rewarding it's going to be, and the more rewarding it's going to be, the more you can share that with someone else, and that is way encouraging.
Coming up this July, the next month here, I'll be with the company for 3 years. What attracted me to How Insurance Services was opportunity. I always wanted to go see more people. I wanted a system where I could put myself in front of potential customers and turn those into sales and commissions, and therefore have opportunity. And prior to coming to HIS, I had a lot of sales experience, some phone work. Starting back in high school, I worked for several different telemarketing companies, marketing for nonprofit organizations. I had a job working in a plastics factory. I had worked 13 days in a row with every other Sunday off, 10-hour days. So I was working a lot of hours, and my job was climbing 14-foot ladders carrying 90-pound buckets of plastic beads up to drop them into the plastic machines. When I went on my ride-along, who I rode along with, I do believe was in 17 homes over the course of 2 days. With the security system company that I was working for, it would probably take me close to 3 weeks to see as many people as he had seen in 2 days. Just that opportunity, I didn't really care at that point what I was going to be selling. I just knew that if I had that much opportunity, I would be successful. You have a chance to make it. There shouldn't be a time, if you're following the system, where you want to work and you're not able to work. If you want to go see people, you're going to have leads, you're going to have referrals. The system is here to put you in front of people, and if you're in sales, that's all that you can ask for is opportunity, and How Insurance Services has a great system to provide that to you. You're going to get as much information that has been filtered to specifically help you grow. Not just in insurance sales, which is important, but also as a person. It starts with the CDs, downloads from podcasts that you can get, weekly conference calls that if you go out and have a bad beginning of the week, the conference calls right now are in the middle of the week. That can just pep you up to finish out your week strong, and you're really never at a lack of motivation. The companies that How Insurance Services has us set up to represent are all top-notch. All of them have great customer service. All of them have great agent relations. Between the staff at Howe Insurance Services, a few of the marketing organizations that help us, Howe Insurance Services provides us with a platform where we have an unlimited opportunity to go see people, sell them quality products, help their families in a genuine fashion, and complete the process with great claims and service. You get paid exactly what you're worth here. So if you want to make $100,000 a year, you're going to have to work very, very hard at it. You'll probably have to go 5-6 days in the field to do it, but it's there if you want to do it. If you want to make $40,000 a year and spend a lot of time with your family, maybe your husband or wife also has income, want to have more time but still a stable place to go make money if you need it, everything is here for you and the flexibility to do it however you want. Going into the future and hiring and training and sharing my knowledge with new agents as they come on, the sky's the limit, absolutely, with the team builders and helping people make themselves careers and become successful and taking you to levels that I had never dreamed even possible, but it's all here. Go see it in action. We are normal guys that just like to work hard and like to educate ourselves. You just got to see it in action. It's a solid system with great people that already love and care about you, and you haven't even met them yet. It's a great family atmosphere, and you just have to experience firsthand.
My name is Dustin, and I am from Columbus, Ohio. I have been in the restaurant business for about a decade. My family owned restaurants growing up, and then also I've been in sales with, did some sales with car sales, and I did some personal training for about 4 years. I've been with Howe since December of 2012, so not very long. Started part-time, and worked my way into a full-time position where my income was actually outgrowing my income in my full-time job within about the first 3 months. One of the main things I'd like to touch on is I have really learned that no matter what you do, you're never alone. You're not without some help or some structure. There's always somebody there that you can call, that you can reach out to. And if you can't get a hold of somebody, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you need help, we have a website that will tell you anything from how to generate some leads through referrals to how to handle an objection. We have so many things and so many tools. And more importantly even than that to me was my upline was so amazing. The people that brought me into this business, like Nick Regano, when I was struggling with things throughout the day in the field, he would always encourage me, or he would always let me know it's going to be all right, explain the situation, and he was there to break down what I could have done differently. And what I found out is even though I was out on my own, I was never on my own. And I think that was probably the biggest thing for me to feel comfortable moving forward and leaving my old job, was that I knew I had all the support that I could handle and even more. And who I work for, I know is working for me just the same. There's nothing more important, in my opinion, than the person besides that client. There is nothing more important than our support system. From the types of coaching we have, from the mentorship programs that we have, to the retreats that we do, there's no better place to work for. I've actually worked for other insurance agencies, and there was literally here's a desk and here's a phone and go get it done. And that was a big Fortune 500 company. That was a company that has this company outnumbered by the thousands. And you know, I was really fortunate to find a company that could help me with things like providing not only just leads at a ridiculously low cost, but training at practically no cost, and access to my people, my mentors, who are also my friends. They've become my friends. The people that I work with and I work, quote unquote, work for, that you would think, oh, they're just the people that are going to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to be successful. No, they actually care about you as a person. I've gotten great life advice as well as work advice. I've learned how to have balance in my life, how to have a schedule and structure that. Without what we have here today, without this retreat that I'm at this weekend, I may not have been here in 6 months or in 3 months. And without the support of my mentorship, without the support of the CDs, without the support of the educational system that's in place, I would have already failed. There's no question that this is so much like a plug and play. If I gave you my advice, it would be jump. Go. It doesn't matter if it's 2 days a week, or if it's something you're going to do full time because you lost a job, or you don't like the one you're at, or you're just looking for something new, or you're fresh out of college. I'm going to tell you that nothing ventured, nothing gained, and nothing risked, and then no reward. And the bottom line is that this is the most minimal amount of risk possible, and the person you're believing in is yourself. You're gonna find yourself in a position in 6 months, in 3 months, where you're gonna go, oh my gosh, if I didn't do that, I don't know where I would be. And the reason I can look you square in the eye as you look at this video or you look at this YouTube channel is I can tell you right now that that's what I say when I look back. I've only been in this business for 8 months. In the last 8 months, my entire financial forecast has become completely different. I'm finally financially independent where I never was before. I'm finally able to call my own shots, make my own hours, and do my own thing, but I have structure in with that I can be successful, and I have what I talked about earlier. I have that support system that's there. So while I'm not alone, I am my own boss. So what I would say is, what are you waiting for, man? This is the best opportunity that you're ever gonna see in the insurance world.